Hello students. Today the topic of our lesson is From a Railway Carriage. It's a poem written by Robert Louis Stevenson. First there would be words meanings and then explanation, and at the end questions answers given in the exercise. But before anything else, I'm giving you a brief description of Robert Louis Stevenson, who is the poet of this poem. Robert Louis Stevenson was a Scottish novelist, poet, and an essayist. He wrote some exciting stories, one of which, Treasure Island, is supposed for students of higher grades. In this poem, he writes about what you can see from a railway carriage. Everything outside seems to rush by. The journey seems real because of the poet's careful choice of words. Now let's start the words' meanings. The first one is fairy. It means a small imaginary female being that has magical powers. The second one is witch. It means a woman thought to have magical powers, especially evil ones. The next word is hedge. It means a boundary formed by closely growing bushes. Another word is ditch. It means a narrow channel dug at the side of a road to carry away water. The next word is charging. It means rushing forward. Troops. Troops means soldiers. Driving rain. It means rain falling very heavily. Meadows. Meadows means areas of grassland. Wink of an eye. Here it means instantly. Clambers. Clambers means climb or move in a difficult manner, using both hands and feet. Scrambles. It means climb up quickly and awkwardly. The next word is tinman. Tinman means one who is the maker of tin plate. Brambles. It means a prickly shrub, especially a blackberry. Tramp. Tramp means a person who travels from place to place on foot in quest of work. Gazes. It means looks steadily and intently. Stringing. Stringing means making chains of something. Here, small flowers called daisies. Lumping. Lumping means carrying a heavy load somewhere with difficulty. The last word is glimpse. Glimpse means a momentary view or a glance. In this part of the video, I am going to explain the poem line by line. This poem has been divided into two stanzas. First, I am going to read the first stanza. Faster than fairies, faster than witches, bridges and houses, hedges and ditches, and charging along like troops in a battle, all through the meadows, the horses and cattle. All of the sides of the hill and the plain fly as thick as driving rain, and ever again, in the wink of an eye, painted stations whistle by. Now, explanation. In this poem, the poet describes the speed of a train. He says that the train runs faster than the fairies and witches, the imaginary creatures with magical powers. The train moves and rushes forward like the way the soldiers attack the enemies in the battlefield. It rushes, leaving behind bridges, houses, fences, and ditches. From the carriage, he can see the horses and cattle grazing through the meadows. He notices from his carriage all the sights of the hill and the plain. Everything noticeable from his coach is so swift. He describes the collective scene through the image of heavy rain. The train passes by railway stations with a whistle, and the stations look like painted pictures when the train crosses them. Stanza 2. Here is a child who clambers and scrambles. all by himself and gathering brambles. Here is a tramp who stands and gazes, and there is the green for stringing the daisies. Here is a cart run away in the road, lumping along with man and load, and here is a mill, and there is a river, each a glimpse and gone forever. Now, explanation. Here, the poet points at a child climbing and moving here and there alone to collect or to gather different shrubs. There is a homeless tramp who stands and gazes at the fast moving train in awe. Then, quickly, the scene shifts to the green fields where daisies beautify the scene. The poet adds that all the daisies strung to the thread of greenery. It's an impressive image. The last four lines continue in a similar fashion. There is a loaded cart running behind. It moves in an awkward way due to the weight of the man and load. Furthermore, there is a mill and a river that the speaker notices from the train. At last, the poet describes each piece of scenery as a glimpse that stays for a short period and then fades away forever. Now, questions and answers. Question 1. What are some of the things that can be seen from the train window? Answer. The following are the things that can be seen from the train window: bridges, houses, hedges, ditches, meadows, horses, cattle, hills, plains, painted stations, a child, a tramp, a cart, a man, and a river can be seen from the railway carriage. Question 2. Are the stations really whistling by? Answer. The train is whistling by. The stations are standing still. Question 3. What does tramp mean? Answer. A tramp is a person who travels from place to place on foot in search of work or as a beggar. Question 4. What does bramble mean? Question 3. What does tramp mean? Answer. A tramp is a person who travels from place to place on foot in search of work or as a beggar. Question 5. How does the poet make us feel as if we are really traveling in a train? Answer. The rhythm of the poem is fast moving, just like a train running along at high speed. Question 6. What are the sights seen from a train in Pakistan? Make a list, then compare your list with those of others. Here, the activity is to be done by the students. They will make their own lists from their own experience or imaginations before sharing their ideas with others. Question 7. What is the central idea of the given poem? Write it in simple language. Answer. The main theme of this poem is the view from a railway carriage. The poet talks about how fast the train is and how its speed makes the scenery outside look. The train rushes past animals and objects and people going about their day, but the poet only catches everything in a split second. Dear students, this is the end of the lesson. Thank you very much. Goodbye.